Before we dive into the video, this book on dark psychology reveals powerful secrets about how people influence, manipulate, and control others. If you want to dig deeper and get all the details, the link is in the description below. Now, let's get started.
Since the dawn of history, the relationship between man and woman has never been just a story of love or passion. It has always been a silent battlefield, a struggle for influence, for control, and for who holds the initiative. In this context emerges Niccolò Machiavelli, the Italian thinker who was hated as much as he was admired. The author of The Prince did not only study politics and states, he studied human beings. He exposed their weaknesses, their strengths, and how they can be exploited. Today, we will uncover 5 emotional gaps that Machiavelli suggested give women an unfair advantage in any relationship, a power that makes them the true players, even when they appear vulnerable, a power that makes men prisoners without even realizing they have already entered the game.
Chapter 2. Fear of Loss, the Illusion that Rules Hearts. The second gap is fear of loss. A woman, no matter how strong she appears, carries within her a silent fear. What if I lose the one I love? This fear makes her bond more deeply, but also creates contradictions. One moment she clings to you, and the next she hesitates, leaving the man in constant uncertainty. Machiavelli observed, fear is stronger than love. That fear can turn into a tool of control by constantly hinting at absence. What if I'm not here tomorrow? She triggers panic in the man's mind. In that instant, he becomes the weaker party, for he dreads losing what he has. Chapter 3. The Need for Appreciation, the Illusion of Uniqueness. A woman wants to feel not just loved, but unique, different from the rest, irreplaceable. Machiavelli noted, people live more by illusions than by truth. A single phrase, "You're unlike anyone else," may open her heart more than 1,000 gifts. But here lies the danger. Appreciation is a double-edged sword. A woman who understands its value can weaponize it. She may give you a taste of it one moment and withhold it the next. Suddenly, you are the one chasing validation. Thus, the mirror flips. You thought you were granting her appreciation, but she is the one who controls her flow of it, and through it, she controls you. Chapter 4. Emotional impulsiveness, the chaos of logic. Men often process life linearly, cause and effect, reason and consequence. Women, however, move through waves of emotion, sometimes without visible logic. This emotional nature grants them what Machiavelli called the power of the masses. He wrote, "The crowd is guided by passion, not by reason." How many times has a man been caught off guard by a sudden shift, a moment of burning affection followed by cold indifference? This unpredictability unsettles men because it destroys the comfort of logic. Yet what seems like weakness, emotional volatility, becomes strength. It allows her to change the rules of the game at any moment, while the man remains trapped in reason that no longer applies.
In the end, what Machiavelli revealed is not just about women, nor just about men. It is about the raw truth of human nature. We are all creatures who long for attention, who dread loss, who hunger for appreciation, who are swayed by emotion, and who seek security above almost anything else. These so-called gaps are not defects. They are the very fabric of what makes us human. But here is the paradox. What makes us human is also what makes us vulnerable. and vulnerability in the wrong hands becomes a weapon. Women, by living closer to their emotions, often appear to wield these forces more naturally. They understand intuitively how to play with light and shadow, how to give and withhold, how to stir chaos or offer safety. To the unaware man, this feels like an unfair advantage because it is invisible, subtle, and deeply powerful. But ask yourself this: is it truly unfair, or is it simply a reflection of awareness? The one who understands the rules of the game always seems to hold the upper hand. Ignorance, not injustice, is the real enemy. Machiavelli did not write these lessons so that you could blame others. He wrote them so that you could look inward, strip away illusions, and see yourself clearly. If you are caught in the web of attention, ask, why do I need it so desperately? If you live in fear of loss, ask, what does that fear reveal about me? If you crave appreciation, if you lose yourself in emotion, if you chase after security, know that these are not weaknesses to deny, but truths to master. The world does not belong to those who are flawless. It belongs to those who know their flaws so well that no one else can use them against them. So the real question is not, how do women gain power through these emotional gaps? The question is, how will you face your own? Will you remain a prisoner of your need for attention, your fear of loss, your hunger for validation, your storms of emotion, your longing for safety? Or will you stand above them, aware, unshaken, and in control? Because in the silent wars of human relationships, power does not belong to the strongest, nor to the most beautiful, nor even to the most intelligent. Power belongs to the one who understands. And perhaps that is the final Machiavellian lesson: to see clearly when others are blinded by desire, to remain calm when others are swept away by fear, to master yourself before you ever think of mastering anyone else.